Hi everybody, it's Violet Kitty and Violet Kitty, and I am making a video response to christoferL. It pretty much has nothing to do with his video other than the fact that he has a female orange cat named Twinkie, and I would like to briefly, simplistically explain cat genetics. Now Violet is a Siamese, but if you notice, she looks different than most Siamese that you're used to seeing. Her markings are very light. She is a lilac point Siamese, but technically she's actually a lilac blue because she has features of both the lilac and the blue point. But I call her lilac. And her mama was lilac and her papa was blue. Okay. Cat color is actually carried on the X chromosome. Just like humans, the cat has the X and the Y chromosome does not have as much genetic information encoded on it as the X chromosome, approximately 50%, but please don't quote me on that because I'm not solid on exactly how much. But the coloring is only encoded on the X because the Y does have less information encoded on it. And so a cat only gets its coloring from the X chromosome. So a female cat has 2 chromosomes for color, and a male cat only has 1 chromosome for color. Now, this explains the phenomenon of calico kitties, because orange and black are equally dominant in cats. One would think that orange would be recessive to black, but orange is equally dominant to black. So, if a orange male and a black female mate, now that black female has 2 black genes in order to express that, because if she had a black and an orange, she would be a calico. But if an orange male and a black female mate, the orange male will only be able to give orange to its offspring, and the black female will only be able to give black to its offspring. So all females will be calico of that particular litter, and the males will be either orange or black. Now you have a calico kitty. If she mates with an orange male, her litter can create orange females, black females, orange males, black males, and calico kitties. Which are female, unless they're Klinefelter syndrome. Klinefelter syndrome in humans is actually a form of trisomy 23, which is XXY. There's also another trisomy 23, which is XYY. Trisomy is caused by a problem in meiosis in either the mother or the father. In Klinefelter syndrome, it's either the mother or the father, but in XYY, which is called the supermale, it is trisomy in the father only, or meiosis problem in the father only. So that is the only way a male could actually display calico, is to be trisomy of the X and Y. That male would also be then sterile. So you have the orange or the black gene on the X chromosome, and because a male only has 1, they can display the orange much more easily. Very similarly to humans with hemophilia. The male displays hemophilia much more easily because he only needs 1 gene to display it, whereas the female needs 2 genes to display it. Of course, we don't hear much of anything about hemophilia anymore because hemophiliacs in the United States have been pretty much wiped out by AIDS. However, with females that were carriers during the 80s and 90s who are now coming into childbearing years, we will see hemophilia probably rise again in the next 10 to 20 years. But fortunately, at this stage, we do know better how to treat it, and of course we do know how to scan for AIDS before they receive the blood transfusions. So we don't hear much about hemophilia right now, but it will probably rise again in the next 20 to 20 years or so, as female carriers will be giving birth to hemophiliac children, sons. So pretty much that is why your orange cat is very special, because she had to have either a calico. Now you said that she had an orange mother, but she had to have either a calico mother that carried the orange gene and a calico father, or an orange mother and an orange father, because if the father was black, then she would be calico. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Like I said, Violet here, she has both blue and lilac traits. It's not as evident as it is with a calico kitty, but there are definitely the traits of both. That's all I have to say. PK out.